behalf of the National Honor Society from high school, let's give a round of applause to our speakers who will be talking to us about cyberbullying today, okay?
And I am going to talk about bullying, but really I'm here to talk about being a digital citizen. So my name's Sarah, and I am a social worker from the Attorney General's office. Your Attorney General for the state of Illinois is Lisa Madigan, and the Attorney General's office is the highest law enforcement agency in the state. So we're kind of like, I don't know, a little bit like a police department, right? Except we cover the state of Illinois. So for example, Hinsdale Police Department, who do they protect? Hinsdale. Well, for the Attorney General's office, we protect everyone in the whole state of Illinois. Okay? And there's lots of different groups of people who work on very special issues. My special issue is high-tech crimes. So I work in the High-Tech Crimes Bureau. Fourth graders, if I work in the High-Tech Crimes Bureau, what do you think our focus is? What do you think we spend our attention on? Or we spend all of our time on? In the High-Tech Crimes Bureau. What do you think we're trying to do? Keep people safe, protect people, but where? Thanks for raising your hand.
In the whole state of Illinois.
In the state of Illinois, and using what? High-tech crimes. What do you think high-tech crimes means?
Computers.
Computers, what else? What else do people love to use as part of technology?
iPhones.
iPhones, what else? Cell phones, what else? iPads, iPods, iTouches, Wii, right? Xbox Live, PS3, DSi, all that stuff. And do they reach out to the internet? DSi?
Yes.
Wii?
Yes.
Sometimes, right? And so my job is to teach you how to make choices on technology and be critical thinkers. Have you ever heard of being a critical thinker? Do your teachers talk to you about being critical thinkers?
No.
Really thinking about a situation, right? And so we're going to talk today about how we can make choices online on all this technology. Before we get started, I want to know what you all have. Are you ready? I just need to see hands right now. How many of you have computers at home? Do any of you have computers in your bedrooms? How many of you have your own cell phone?
I'm getting one at college.
I just need hands, okay? Thank you. Now, I am talking about your own personal cell phone, not like a family cell phone. How many of you have your own cell phone? Okay. How many of you have an email account? Anyone? What about on Club Penguins? Webkins. Does anyone use a webcam to chat? Does anyone use Skype?
I used to.
Okay. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything that you guys like to do?
Play games against the person.
Okay, play games. What games do you like to play? Chess? Okay, cool. What about you? Anything I'm missing that you like to do on technology on computers? Yes. We. All right, me too. Yeah, that's fun.
FaceTime?
FaceTime. Who's on FaceTime?
What's a FaceTime?
Wow.
Okay.
What is a FaceTime?
What about Facebook? Okay. Now, I'm asking you, tell the truth. You actually have your own Facebook profile? Do you have your own Facebook profile? Do you have your own Facebook profile?
I kind of use my
It's not against the law to have a Facebook.
I used to have one, but I deleted it.
Okay, got it. All right.
Deleted it. Why would you talk?
So here's the thing. Whether we're on Club Penguins or Facebook, right? Whether people are using Gmail or Yahoo or Wii or Xbox Live or PS3 or DS, we have to think about choices that we're making, right? Now, do you know how many hours the average average person spends on technology in one day? Yes. Close, 7 to 8. Is that a lot of time or a little bit of time? That's a lot of time that we are living and breathing, interacting, playing games with people online, right? We need to think about, how do we impact other people? How do our words affect other people? How do our choices affect other people, right? Do you have some rules and expectations for behavior as members of this school community? Yes? Why? Yeah. Keep people safe, to keep people from having hurt feelings, right? Keep people healthy. Now what about at school? Do you have some rules? At home. Part of that school community, do you have some rules and expectations for behavior? Yeah, right? Keep people safe.
Oh, yeah.
What about in Hinsdale or whatever community you live in? Are there some rules for us? Now, what do you think on technology? On our cell phones? Do you think there are some rules and expectations for behavior as digital citizens? Fourth graders? What do you think it means to be a digital citizen? Be safe online. What do you think it means to be a digital citizen? Someone who uses technology, yeah. Okay, well there's no real answer for this. So what do you think? No, we're all digital citizens, right? If we're using DS3s or Facebook or cell phones or iPhones or computers. Well, a digital citizen is someone who's using technology, right? And we need to think about what our responsibility is as someone on technology, just like we need to think about it in school. What do you think some good rules are for digital citizens? For people on Club Penguins and Webkins and on FaceTime and on Skype or when we're emailing, what do you think some good rules and expectations for behavior are? Okay, can you two come and bring your chairs and sit up here? Awesome, thanks. What do you think? Anyone? What are some good rules and expectations for behavior? The kinds of things you post, the kinds of people you talk to, right? How you treat others. What are some good rules and expectations for us on all this fantastic technology? Ooh, I love it. Use nice language, right? Do people want to hear bad words offline at school? No one wants to hear that in an email or text message either. I like that. What's your name? AJ? AJ, that's a great start. Use nice, appropriate language. What else? What else is a good rule for digital citizens, someone using all this technology?
Don't do anything if you're not sure of it.
Don't do anything if you're not sure of it. So what would you do if you're not sure?
Don't buy anything.
Okay, don't buy anything. If you're not sure if somebody's going to be hurt by the message, then what do? Don't send it. Maybe talk to a parent, right? What else is it good about who we talk to online, what kind of information we share online, how we treat others? What about if we see people being treated poorly or other people excluding someone? Stand up for them? What else can you do? What about the kind of information we share on technology? What do you think a good rule is? Yeah.
Don't gossip about people.
Ooh, I like that. Don't gossip about people. Has anyone ever seen that in 4th grade? Raise your hand if you've seen or heard someone gossiping. Online or offline. Raise your hand if you've seen or heard someone gossiping. So, do you think we have a responsibility to do something? What do we do? Tell an adult. What else? I need at least 3. Come on, 4th graders.
Talk with the person that's gossiping and saying that's wrong.
Love it. Ask them to stop. Let them know you don't like it. It's not kind. What else? What can you do for the person who it's about? Okay. for them. I like that. Encourage them, support them, maybe say kind things to them, right? Go sit with them if no one's sitting with them. But let's get back to technology a little bit. How many of you are in Club Penguins? What about Webkins? Okay. What if I said, when we're online, we need to be careful, don't share too much personal information. What am I talking about in an email or on a website? What am I talking about?
Like unless it's something where it's okay to tell your name and all your
Okay, what's your name? Tatiana? Tatiana said, unless it's something okay, don't share your name. I would say, always, if you're looking at a new website or a new person, first thing to do is go ask your parents, right? And then I would say always use a nickname instead of a real first and last name. What, you already do that? Awesome. What else? Tatiana, great start. Don't give them your address. What's your name? Marlon? Marlon said don't give your address, but I say, hey, don't give out your location. What does that mean? Fourth graders, think outside the box. What does that mean if I said don't give out your location? The state you live in, what else? Town you live in, that's all kind of part of your address. City, what else? Think outside the box. What else tells your location besides your address? Your zip code, what else? What else gives out your location besides your address? That's part of your address. School, way to think outside the box. What's your name? Rena, awesome answer. What else gives out your location besides school and address? Yes, sir. That's all part of your address, guys. Favorite theme park, where you like to go, where you're going, right? Rita, you are a great thinker.
Like the church.
Your church. Way to go. Awesome thinking. I like this. You're thinking outside the box. What else is too personal for technology? Hey, fourth graders, what's the difference between like a journal, diary, or notebook and an email? Or writing something on Club Penguins, or writing something in a text message. What's the difference between those two things? So journal, email, diary here. Technology, email, text message over here. What's the difference between those things? You got it. What's your name? Awesome, Kimberly. She said they're more private. So what does that mean? Are there certain kinds of things we could write in a journal and diary and probably not great for technology? Because we don't have a lot of technology is really not that private, right? So what's something, for example, that we would write in a journal that we wouldn't ever want to write on technology? Your feelings. What's your name? Donna, that is an awesome answer. I would say keep your feelings in a journal or in a diary, right? And keep that off of technology. That's really personal, right? And do you always have the same feelings forever?
Yes.
Not always, right? Our feelings can change. But what happens if you write it on technology? You can't take it off. And who could see it? Anybody. I always say remember the letter P. If you write something in an email or in a text message, it's permanent, right? Technology doesn't really have an eraser. Did you know that? It kind of feels like it does. But it's so hard to know if once we put something out there, if you can ever really erase it. And who's our audience? Who's our reader? On technology. Maybe the whole world. Right? Not the government. And so, things we need to think about. Yes? You have a diary that's on technology. Who looks at your diary? Just you? But do you have a password for that diary? So then, let's watch this. We're going to watch a quick video about passwords. You guys have a job during the video, and that's to listen to the password tips.
The NetSmarts Workshop presents UYN, the password rap, a lesson in internet privacy.
So fourth graders, part of being a digital citizen, using all this really great technology, having an online diary is learning how to protect that, right? So what did he tell us about our passwords? Part of being a digital citizen, having the account is protecting our passwords. What did he tell us about that? Only share passwords with parents. Has anyone shared a password with a really good friend? A brother? Sister? Raise your hand if you shared a password with anyone other than a mom or dad. I would recommend that you only share passwords with a mom or dad. What's that? Your mom knows? That's great. What else did he say about making passwords and protecting our passwords? Yes? Use numbers and letters. Awesome. What else?
Don't put your name, age, or occupation.
Don't use your name, age, or occupation when you're creating a password. Awesome. What else? Anything? Okay. We're going to watch one more video before we leave, and this video will help us make choices about what kind of information we share and who we talk to online. But you have a job. Are you ready for your job, fourth graders? Fourth graders, are you awake? Yeah? Your job is to listen for the tips that he gives you about how to be a digital citizen. Use technology. Be on the internet, right?
NetSmarts Workshop presents UYN, the boy who loved IM, a lesson in instant messaging. On the web, you never really know who you're talking to, so we call people you meet on the web WYSIWYGs. WYSIWYG stands for what you see isn't always what you get. This is Follow You Fiona. She's a WYSIWYG who pretends to be your friend and tries to meet you offline. So today, I'm going to tell you a story about a boy who loved I.M. He loved logging on. There once was a boy who loved I.M. He loved logging on, and I.M. he know his friend. He had 85 kids on his buddy list. Just listen to this. He really didn't think about who was online. As long as he was talking with his buddies, he was fine. But today was different. A new I.M. He didn't know the person, but the person knew him. It said it was a friend of a friend of a friend. He asked a lot of questions. What? Where? When? The boy thought, when? I don't mean to offend, but I don't know who, and I won't press send. Then the person typed, where do you live? I won't tell you, because I'm a real smart kid. Because you're net smart. I know what to do. U-I-N. I remember the rule. Never give out information like your name, your age, or your location. Then the person typed, let's meet offline. Don't worry about it. I do it all the time. U-I-N. Tell an adult you trust. Use your net smart. Now that's a must. So check this out. The new I.M. was a follow you Fiona, not a so-called friend. So remember, kids, if you're chatting online,
U-I-N, you don't meet offline.
exactly. Good job, Webster.
So what did Clicky tell us about in this video, about who we talked to, what kind of information to share? If you meet somebody online while you're in a game, right, on X, how many of you are playing Xbox Live? Or PS3? Or Wii? On the internet with other people? Okay. What if somebody emails you who you don't know, you've never met before?
And don't accept them as your friend.
Don't accept them as your friend, and what else could you do?
You can tell your parents.
I would talk to your parents. Let them help you make choices about if you accept the person, or if you say, no thank you. What else? What else did she say about, or what else did Clicky say about WYSIWYGs? What are WYSIWYGs?
Friends that you don't know, but they ask you names.
Well, someone you don't know, because a friend is usually someone you know, right? So someone you don't know who you're engaging with online, maybe playing a game, right? If they ask you for information, or just playing a game, period. Someone you don't know online. What did he tell us about what kind of information not to share online? Your name, your age, your location, right? Yes?
I have a question. Last time somebody texted me and they didn't tell me who it was, and it just said hi, and I texted back, who are you? And they didn't respond.
Okay. They might have texted the wrong number. Sometimes that happens. Is that what you think happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to respond to it, but always let your parents know if you get something from someone that who you don't know. Okay? But it could have just been a wrong number. That's happened to me before. But if somebody, what could you do if somebody continues to text you? Delete their number. What else could you do?
Not respond.
Not respond. What else could you do? Yeah. Tell a parent. Any other ideas? Don't pay attention to it? Okay. Sometimes people let you actually block the number too. So that number can't keep coming to your cell phone, like your cell phone company. So that's an idea too. All right, let's wrap up. What are some of the things we talked about today about how we treat others, how we keep our passwords private, who we talk to online, what kind of information is appropriate to share? I need at least 5 things that we talked about today. Yes?
Like, can it also be the little clips you saw?
Everything. Anything and everything we talked about. Yes?
And then your password has to be like 8 letters.
So make a password with at least 8 letters, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and letters. Great start.
If anybody's picking on someone, then be there and tell them that's...
Right, we have a responsibility. If someone's being mean or ignoring or excluding another person or intimidating another person, we have a responsibility to say something to the person, to ask them to stop, to support the person who's receiving all of that, right? Right, I love that.
password to use letters and numbers.
Use numbers and letters in your password. What else? How about to make sure the things you're writing are kind and respectful, right? What else? What about who we talk to and what kind of information we share? Who are we talking to online? Who should we be talking to online? Yes? Yeah, friends that we know really well from offline, or family, or people our parents have approved, right? And what about what we share online? What were some of the things we talked about, the difference between a diary and a journal or notebook and technology?
It's more private than what?
Diaries and journals are more private, right? So it's a better place to write. What did you tell me? Your feelings, right? Personal information. Technology is not private, and what is it? What did I say? It doesn't have an eraser. It's what? It's permanent. It's a big job learning how to make choices about what's appropriate to post on technology. Fourth graders, thanks so much for all of your attention. I hope you guys have a really safe online and offline year.